Here's a little bit more about the Roaring Spring campus of Frank School. How do I get people's attention to pull this off? Well, I have an idea. I can make a pretty big splash if it goes as I want, a bigger splash than I want. About 3 weeks ago, maybe 4, I posted a video, made a video and posted it uh, in order to get ready for a meeting of the Dutch Corner History Group. I filmed the space between the Vault coffee shop in Roaring Spring and the Spring Dam Brewery. There's a space there, and I guess they call it the beer garden, which is a good name for it because there's tables. In any case, I filmed it, and I'll give you the link for it so you can see what I'm talking about. And they have entertainment there on Friday nights and Saturday nights, outside if the weather is suitable, inside otherwise. And apparently they also have little plays kind of thing, various kind of performances. And I thought, hey, I want to MC, host a traditional Christmas carol and hymns and carols sing-along, which we've done here in Dutch Corner for about 4 or 5 years, and sometimes very well received. And what made the difference last year was we added to it 5 choruses from Handel's Messiah. Now, a lot of people love to sing Handel's Messiah. This is a score of the whole Messiah. Here's my score that I think I might have had since a child, with the last page missing and the cover missing, and I completely wore it out playing it. But anyway, that was my idea. And I wanted to get the Dutch Corner History Group to go along with me, because they've got a box of about 40 or 50 of these books, which would be very helpful. And they were very enthused about it last year. We're going to do it again this year on December. Oh, I should know. Maybe it's December 1st. Maybe it's real early in December. Here, as we've done in the past, up here at the Messiah Lutheran Church, with the idea that this year, if it goes as well as before, we're going to try to do something similar at Easter time, with more choruses from Messiah, and also Easter hymns and carols. Now, the times have changed and people don't really think of there being Easter carols. And there aren't as many really familiar, well-loved Easter hymns as there are Christmas. But we're going to try it anyway. That's the plan. Well, anyway, as I explained in that video made at the beer garden, I want to see if I can move the whole event, copy it, and move that copy to Roaring Spring. It'll be December 21st. And I had to get their okay. And they said, yeah, they would support that. They don't really have to do anything except let me use their books. But I'm hoping they'll support me in other ways as well. Now, if I advertise that, and there's various places that I can. There's the Morrison's Cove Herald, which is the local newspaper. There's the Altoona Mirror newspaper. There's the Bedford Gazette. And there are and Roaring Spring is close enough to Altoona and Hollidaysburg, which is the county seat of Blair County. This is Bedford County. That it would be a very easy drive to come to Roaring Spring. Well, enough people love to sing Messiah that if I can get their attention, there is the possibility that they would turn out en masse. Lots of them, more than the beer garden is going to be ready to handle. That's one of those things we kind of got a plan for. Now, the people that run the beer garden, Mike and Anita, I don't think it's really sunk into them yet what I have in mind, because I haven't had a chance to sit down and talk to both of them about this. And it won't cost them anything. What did get Mike's attention was I told him I might run you out of beer, and he says, "Oh, don't do that." Well, I don't think he'd mind. Uh, I'm going to have more to say about this because it's a bold thing to do in that situation in that town. In the town of Roaring Spring, I've found that most people don't even know what Handel's Messiah is. They will recognize the Hallelujah chorus. If I say, well, "What about the Hallelujah chorus?" And if I say, "Hallelujah, Hallelujah, Hallelujah," if I start a little bit and say, "Oh yeah, we've heard that." So in any case, my attempt, whether it's successful or a failure, complete with its advertising, is going to make a splash. And one other thing I'll say here, and I'll come back to this subject. Roaring Spring has been alcohol free, I guess you'd call it. There's been no legal alcohol served publicly in Roaring Spring for 100 years, ever since Prohibition. That's true of all of Morrison's Cove, which is a really big area. It was dry, but that changed 4 years ago, and now they serve beer. And there's a place at the airport that does as well, little tiny airport. So to be singing, and I asked Mike. I said, "Well, do any of the churches give you any problem about the fact that you're serving alcohol here? Any feedback there?" And he said, "Well, a little bit." No, or first he said, "No." And he said, "Well, yeah, maybe a little bit." Well, I was going to do this in one of the churches, and I did about 40 years ago, I want to say. We did a Handel's Messiah in the Methodist church there, not with the Christmas carols. And I was thinking, well, I'll do it there again, or find it, because there's 4 really big, beautiful mainline churches. But then it dawned on me, no, the beer garden would be the place to do it. I don't know if I've taken you along on this, but anyway, I'm going to post this, and maybe Anita, Mike and Anita and others will see it and be ready with some suggestions. Bye for now.